Hello friends, welcome to Agriculture at the channel. As you all know, which would be very useful for various agriculture related exams, especially IBPS SO AFO, AO, NABARD grade A and B, NSC, DRDO, RFO and DRFO, and ICR, JRF, SRF and ARS. Now IBPS SO AFO is fast approaching, so without wasting any time, we will move on to the set 8. First, in agronomy section. Wheat crop attains CRI stage at 11 to 16 days after sowing, 20 to 25 days, 7 to 11 days, 26 to 31 days, 16 to 20 days. Answer is 20 to 25 days after sowing. This is about the wheat crop. In vegetative, germination germination takes place about 5 to 7 days. CRI stage is 20 to 25 days. Tillering from 15 to 45 days. Jointing peak plant, it is the peak plant growth, that is 45 to 60 days after sowing. And in for reproductive stage, boot leaf about 70 to 75 days after sowing. Flowering 85 to 90 days. Milking 100 to 105 days. The stage will be around on 105 to 110 days. Maturity 115 to 120 days. And the critical phases for irrigations are CRI, it is the most critical stage, that is 20 to 25 days after sowing. And second most critical stage is flowering, and third is jointing and milking stage. Next, flowering and peg initiation stage in groundnut appears at 20 to 25 days after sowing, 35 to 50 days, 25 to 35 days, 42 to 52 days, 16 to 24 days. Answer is 35 to 50 days after sowing. This is about the groundnut. Temperature range required for groundnut is 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. And rainfall is 500 to 1000 mm. Soil pH is 6 to 6.5. Oil content is 44 to 50%. And flower peg pod ratio must be around, it will be around 7 is to 4 is to 1. And flowering and peg initiation stage will be around 35 to 50 days after sowing. And seed rate required for rainfed is 140 kg, and for irrigated is 125 kg, and spacing required is 30 into 10 centimeter. And wherever ring mosaic disease is prevalent, it is required is 15 into 15 centimeter. And gypsum to groundnut is 400 kg for all non-calcareous soils at 40 to 45 days after sowing. And total water requirement is 400 to 600 mm. And in soil science section, which nutrient deficiency shows symptom of chlorosis and necrosis on the leaf edges, appear first in the lower old leaves, progressing towards the top with severity? Nitrogen, boron, calcium, phosphorus, potassium. Answer is potassium. These are some of the deficiency of various nutrients. In nitrogen deficient plants become stunted and yellow in appearance. The loss of protein from chloroplasts in older leaves produces yellowing or chlorosis, indicate N deficiency. Chlorosis appears first on lower leaves, upper leaves remain green. The marked effect of phosphorus deficiency is retarding overall growth. And the striking foliar symptoms that are evident with NRK deficiency are seldom observed for P in corn and some other grass species. Purple discoloration of leaves or leaf edges appears. And in potassium deficiency, in alfalfa, white spots on the leaf edges. And in corn and banana, chlorosis and necrosis on the leaf edges. And since potassium is mobile in plant, visual deficiency symptoms appear first in the lower old leaves, progressing towards the top with severity. And serious yield reductions may occur without deficiency symptoms, and this phenomena is called as hidden hunger. Next, which of the following is not a micronutrient? Iron, nickel, molybdenum, magnesium, chlorine. Answer is magnesium. And these are the classification of nutrients. Primary nutrients are NPK, secondary nutrients that is calcium, magnesium, sulfur, and micronutrients iron, manganese, zinc, copper, boron, molybdenum, chlorine, and nickel. Horticulture. What is the minimum TSS for processing tomato? 2.5 degree Brix, 2 degree Brix, 4.5 degree Brix, 18 degree Brix, 3.8 degree Brix. Answer is 4.5 degree Brix for processing tomato. This is about the tomato crop. The red color is due to lycopene and yellow color is due to carotenes, and the flower cluster of tomato is known as truss. And most of commercial F1 hybrids were developed by hand emasculation and pollination by planting female and male parents in the ratio 12:1. And optimum temperature required is 21 to 28 degrees Celsius during day, and during night it is 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. Optimum temperature for color development of fruit is 21 to 24 degrees Celsius. And seed rate for open pollinated variety is 400 to 500 gram per hectare, and for hybrids it is 100 to 150 grams per hectare. And for processing, as I told, minimum TSS should be around 4.5 degree Brix. And calcium deficiency in tomato causes blossom end rot and catfish disorder. Next, the processed product made from citrus fruits like oranges and lemons is referred as marmalade, jam, jelly, sauce, juice. Answer is marmalade. These are about jelly, marmalade, and jam. Jelly, it's a perfect, it is a transparent, and final product should have 65% solid, 45% fruit extract, and 0.5 to 0.75% acid. And sugar content should be around 65%. And in case of marmalade, TSS should be around 65%, and fruit juice is 45%. And in jam, TSS must be 68.5%, and 45% of fruit pulp, and 0.5 to 0.6% of acid, that is citric acid. And in animal husbandry section, how many sheep can accommodate in shed measuring 72, 86, 120, 144 to 60? Answer is 120. Sheep. Space requirement for sheep is 1 meter square per head, and a shed measuring 18 meter into 6 meter can accommodate 120 sheep. And for goat, floor space requirement is for adult 1.25 to 1.5 meter square, and pregnant doe, and for bucks it is 2 meter square, and for kids, that is 3 to 6 months old, 0.7 to 0.9 meter square, and for 6 months to 1 year, 1 meter square. In case of pig, parenchytes, to restrict movement of source during the time of birth, that is space is 18 to 2 square feet. Next, what is the DCP content in leguminous fodder? Digestible crude protein 8 to 12%, 4 to 6%, 2.5%, 5 to 8%, 16 to 12, 22%. Answer is 8 to 12%. Generally, leguminous fodder contain 8 to 12% DCP and 45 to 60% TDN, total digestible nutrients. The non-leguminous fodder are having 2.5% DCP and 45 to 60% TDN on dry matter basis. The feed efficiency of these economic feed ratios was for 15 to 17 kg and 5.9 to 6.1 kg for sheep and cows respectively. Method of harvesting the tree fodder. Copices, in which individual trees are cut at base, usually between 15 to 75 centimeter above ground level. And in case of pollarding, all the branches including the top of the trees are removed at a height of 1 to 3 meters above ground level. And in case of lopping, most of the branches are removed. And pruning, as you all know, removal of smaller branches and stems. And thinning, to maintain desirable trees by eliminating the poor and desired ones, to improve the strength by reducing competition for light and nutrients. And in agriculture engineering section, what is the planting capacity of self-propelled paddy transplanter? That is in a hectare per hour. 0.75 to 1.25, 1 to 2, 0.25 to 0.5 hectare per hour, 0.5 to 1, 0.05 to 0.1 hectare per hour. Answer is 0.05 to 0.1 hectare per hour. This is about the ಇದು manual rice planter and self-propelled paddy transplanter. In case of manual rice planter, by pressing the handle, the forks pick up the seedlings and plant them in 6 rows. The row to row spacing is 200 mm, that is 20 centimeter, and it can cover 0.25 hectare per day. And in case of self-propelled paddy transplanter, the planter is powered by a 1.2 to 1.8 HP petrol engine. The mat seedlings of age 15 to 20 days are used for machine planting. 4 bar linkage mechanism picks up 3 or 4 seedlings in each fork. The machine maintains a row to row spacing of 28 cm to 30 cm and plant to plant spacing of 14 to 16 cm. The planting capacity of the machine is about 0.05 to 0.1 hectare per hour. Next, which part of the plow bottom that penetrates into the soil and makes a horizontal cut below the surface? Landside, frog, moldboard, share, heel. This is some of our channel data points. Components of moldboard plow. Share. It is the part of the plow bottom which penetrates into the soil and makes a horizontal cut below the surface. And material of share is chilled cast iron or steel. And moldboard. It is the curved part which lifts, turns, and pulverizes the soil slice. And landside. It is the flat plate which presses against the furrow wall and prevents the plow from lateral swinging. The rear part of the land side is called heel, which slides on the bottom of the furrow. Frog. It is the part to which share, landside, and moldboard are attached. The tail piece. It is the adjustable extension which can be fastened to the rear of moldboard plow to help in turning the furrow slice. This is the picture of moldboard plow. Next, in general affairs section, according to NABARD, All India Rural Financial Inclusion Survey 2016-17, agriculture generates what percent of income for rural household? 60%, 73%, 43%, 94%, 23%. Answer is 23%. NABARD All India Rural Financial Inclusion Survey 2016. Agriculture generates 23% of rural household income, and at least one member is self-employed in farming with annual income of rupees 5,000. This is the average monthly income of a rural household of different income source. Next, National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning is located at Nagpur, Ludhiana, Karnal, Bangalore, Delhi. Answer is Nagpur. These are the various institutions present in Maharashtra. In Pune, AICRP on onion and garlic, and NRC on grapes, and Directorate of Floriculture Research, Directorate on onion and garlic research. And in Nagpur, Technology Mission on cotton, that is Central Institute of Cotton Research, and Citrus Research Institute, and National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning. In Solapur, NRC on pomegranate. In Mumbai, Central Institute on Fisheries Education, Central Institute of Research on Cotton Technology, and in Malegaon, National Institute of Abiotic Stress Management. And this was set number 8. Thank you, friends. If you find it useful, please subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. Thanks from Agriculture Adda.